भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। श्री राधावर कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम नमश्चंदिकाय। ओम नमश्चंदिकाय। वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। वंदे देवमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वंदे जगत्कारणं वंदे पन्नगभूषणं मृगधरं वंदे पशूनां पतिं वंदे सूर्यशशाङ्कवाहननयनं वंदे मुकुन्दप्रियं वंदे भक्तजनाश्रयं च वरदं वंदे शिवं शङ्करम्। वंशी विभूषितकराननवनीरधाभात् पीताम्बरदरुणबिम्बफलधरोष्ठात् पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखारविन्द्रनेत्र कृष्णात् पदं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। ओम श्री राधा कृष्णाय नमः। श्री राम राम रघुनंदन राम राम श्री राम राम भरताग्रज राम राम श्री राम राम रनकर कश राम राम श्री राम राम शरणं भव राम राम। श्री रामचंद्र चरणों मनसा स्मरामि श्री रामचंद्र चरणों वचसा गृह्णामि श्री रामचंद्र चरणों शिरसा नमामि श्री रामचंद्र चरणों शरणं प्रपद्ये। ओम सिया भज रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। हनुमान जी महाराज। ओम हम हनुमते नमः। ओम हम हनुमते नमः। ओम हम हनुमते नमः। अतुलित बलधामं हेमशैलाबदेहं धनुजवन कृशानुं ज्ञानिनामृगगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पाठो धनुर्धर तत्र श्री विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। श्री पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, गणपति भगवान की जय। नमो पार्वती पतये, हर 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 महादेव। और प्रणाम to all of you. Or pranam to everyone. Thank you for tuning in this evening for Hanumanji service, Hanumanji Satsangh, Hanuman Chalisa, Sundar Kand. We will start our program this evening with two Kirtan from Aditya and Aruna. They will lead us into the Kirtan. And after that, we'll come back for Hanumanji Katha, Hanumanji Chalisa. Please stay tuned. We have a very beautiful program planned for you so that you can, in the comfort of your home, sit down and enjoy a beautiful evening and be close to the divine Bhagwan. Aditya will sing first and then Aruna will follow. Bole Pawan Sutta Hanuman ki. If you can share this program as well on your social media, on Facebook or the YouTube link as well, we'll appreciate that so that others can benefit from the program. So click the share button and ask others to join. Thank you.
Hey Sheshayana Narayana, Hey Sheshayana Narayana, Veda Purina Narayana, Veda Purina Narayana, Vavaya Harina Narayana, Vavaya Harina Narayana, Vavana Charina Narayana,
बोले सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Everybody, we want to hear you. Everyone online in the temple as well. Hanumanji is happy when we do what? When we say Jai Shri Ram. And we have to say it with a lot of vigor, a lot of excitement. So everyone, please let us say it. Huh? Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Only when we say Jai Shri Ram, Hanumanji is very happy. There we go, everybody. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. And so we start this evening with Kirtan and the devotion to Ramji Bhagwan. Duniya chale na Shri Ram ke bina, Ramji chale na Hanuman ke bina. Well, the world has to go on with Ramji Bhagwan's blessings. But how is Ramji going to get along? Hanumanji as well has to be there. So, Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajman Harana Bhava Bhayadaranam Navakam Jalochana Kanja Mukkar Kanja Pada Kanjarunam. Together we sing. Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajman Haran Bhavu Bhay Darunam Navkanjalochana Kanja Mukkar Kanja Pada Kanjarunam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Kandarpayaganit Amit Chavi Navneer Neeraj Sundaram Patapit Manahu Tarit Ruchi Suchi Nomi Janaka Sutamaram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Bhaju Deen Bandhu Dinesh Danav Daitya Vanshani Kandanam Raghunandayanand Khanda Koshal Chandra Dasharath Nandanam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Sir Mukut Kundal Tilak Charu Udari Vibhushan Ajanu Bhuj Sar Chap Dhar Sangram Jit Kar Dushanam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Jai Shri Ram Iti vadati Tulsidas Shankar Shesha Muni Man Ranjanam Mama Hridaya Kanjani Vas Kuru Kamadi Khal Dal Ranjanam Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Oh Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Shri Ram Nilam Bhuja Shamal Komalangam सीता समारूपितु वामभागं पाणो महासायक चारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथं। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय श्री राम। ओ श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय। ओ बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। ओ श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय। बोलो श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। ओ श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम। बोले सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। And the greatest song ever written on this earth, the greatest song that can bring Hanumanji to our presence, the song that can rejuvenate us, that prayer in the form of a song that can take us from heaven, from earth rather to this heaven, that song that can make this earth a heaven. Let us sing that song, because by singing this Hanumanji Chalisa, Chutahi Bandi Mahasukh Hoi, we will experience the highest form of happiness on this earth. Highest form of happiness, no matter how low you're feeling right now, no matter how low or down you are right now because of whatever situation, please remember that Hanumanji Maharaj can lift your spirits up through Hanumanji Chalisa. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghuvar Vimal Jasum Jodayak Phalchari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Deho Mohi Harahu Kalesh Vikar Ram ji se Ram Ram Kahiyo कहियो जी हनुमान जी है। राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान जी। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुवेशा, कानन कुंडल हर हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे। कान्हे मूंछ जनेऊ साजे, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन। तेज प्रताप महाजन, विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर। राम काज करिवे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित सुनिवे को रसिया। राम लखन
मन सीता मन बसिया
और सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे
रामचंद्र के काज सवारे
लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई
तुम मम प्रिया भरत संभाई
सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद सारद सहित यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा
राम मिलाए राज पर दीन
और तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर
पद जान
प्रभु मुद्रिका मेनि मुख माही जल दिलांगी गए ओ दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगमानो ग्रह
तुमरे देते
राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न क्या बिन पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा
तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना
आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हाकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे
नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सासु अमित जीवन
भर पावे
चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन
राम दुलारे
अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता सबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा
रहो रघुपति के दास
हे तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाहि
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई
और देवता चित्त न डरहि हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत
बलवीर
बोलो जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाही जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो या पर हनुमान चालीसा हो सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि जय राखी जय नाथ हृदय
महादेव
हो की जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा की जय नाथ हृदय
जय महादेवा
पावन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय शरणम प्रभु बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय जय श्री राम हनुमान जी महाराज always excited when we are singing the praises of Ramji Bhagwan, and thank you all for tuning in this evening and those in the mandir as well. Bhagwan's blessings always to be in a temple when puja is done, satsang is done. As a Hindu, we are obligated to ourselves and to our dharma to perform this type of vandana, sandhya kal. This is sandhya time in the evening when we gather together, whether virtually or in the temple, and we dedicate the evening to Bhagwanji, singing his name. A Hindu have daily responsibilities, Gayatri Japam, Snan, Puja, Sandhya Vandana, Bhagwan ki naam japo, Hanuman Chalisa. We are obligated to do these things because our goal in life is mukti. Our goal in life is to meet the Lord. Our goal in life is to embrace Bhagwan at all times. This evening, my friends, we'll do a little bit of Hanuman Chalisa, of course, and some Sundar Kand. Hanumanji Maharaj represents the pure devotee of Ramji. Remember, the key word there is pure devotee. There is a devotee and there is a pure devotee. A devotee with selfless dedication to Ram Bhagwan. You know, Bhagwan, he does not like this thing called pride. When we have ghamand or when we have pride, he does not like it. And it's not like God doesn't like it. It is because it's not a good thing for a human being. When a person have pride, it will block their vision of the divine Lord. It will take away their vision. One day in Dwapar Yuga, when Krishna Bhagavan had come, that is after Ram Avatar, Krishna Bhagavan saw that some of his closest people, they had pride in them. Krishna Bhagavan said, wait, when I was Ramji in my Ram Avatar, Hanuman never had this amount of pride. Vibhishan never had this amount of pride. How come my closest disciples are having this amount of pride? So who was having pride? Garud. Who's Garud? Garud is the vulture, the vehicle, the big bird, no? That fetches the Lord around. Who was having some pride as well? Sudarshan, the wheel that the Lord, the wheel of time, the wheel of fire that the Lord has around his finger. That is the doorkeeper of the Lord now. That was having some pride. So, Krishna Bhagavan told Garud, which is the big bird, he says, Garud, listen, I want you to go bring a devotee for me. You must convince him to come. And I want to meet him. After a long time, I haven't seen him. Garudji says, good, no problem. I'll go bring that bhakta. Who is that bhakta? Krishna Bhagavan says, Garudji, his name is Hanuman. Garudji says, I've never heard of him. Krishna Bhagavan says, no, go bring him. He, in Treta Yuga, in my previous avatar, he was my closest disciple, full of humility. Go bring him. I want to see him. But make sure you tell him that Bhagwan want to meet him and it is his Lord in Treta Yuga want to meet him. Garud said, no problem, I'll go bring him. Where can I find him? He says, go in a certain place, in a certain hill, you'll find him there. Garudji flew, he searched and searched and searched. He found Hanumanji. What was Hanumanji doing? Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Garudji went and Garudji says, Are itne ab Hanuman ji hai na? You're Hanuman. Hanuman ji says, Kaun bol raha hai? Who's speaking? No, Garudji says to Hanuman ji, are you the Hanuman? Hanuman ji says, yes. But who's asking? He says, I'm Garud, I'm the vehicle of Lord Krishna Bhagavan Vishnu Narayana. That my Lord want to see you. हनुमान जी ने बोला था कि कौन है आपके भगवान? कौन है आपके भगवान? गरुड़ जी ने कहा था, हनुमान जी says, who is your भगवान? Garud says, my भगवान, he's Krishna, Narayan. हनुमान जी says, अरे भाई मेरे पास एक भगवान है, वो श्री राम है, जय श्री राम. I have only one God and he is Ram. I don't know who you're talking about, don't bother me. Garud says, no, you have to come. My Lord want to meet you right now. And after Hanumanji wouldn't, go, he tried to take his wings, his big wings, and try to grab Hanumanji like this. Hanumanji just take his hands like this and make like that. And Garud, the big vulture, Garud, he's bigger than an airplane, than a jumbo jet. He fell in the ocean, and the ocean just splattered up like this. All the water went everywhere. Garuji floated back to Krishna Bhagavan. ने कहा था, Krishna Bhagavan, ये कौन है? Krishna Bhagavan ने कहा था, Krishna Bhagavan says, where is Hanuman, my bhakta? Garud says, Hanuman, your bhakta? Is he a bhakta or a demon? Prabhu, he gave me one cough, one punch, and I fell in the ocean. Krishna Bhagavan said, did you tell him it is his Lord? Ramji is calling him Ram. Did you mention the name Ram? He says, no. It's my fault. Acha. So go and tell him that Ram, my avatar is Ram. I want to see him. Garud went back. Garud says, hey Hanuman. Hanumanji says, Kaun? He says, Prabhu Krishna, my Lord Krishna wants to see you, but in Treta Yuga, he was Ram, your Prabhu Ram. Hanumanji ne sunkar, when he heard Ram, he said, Jai Sri Ram. Hanumanji was very happy. So, Garudji says, okay, you going? He said, yeah. But you go, I'll come. Garud says, no. I can fly. I can fly you from here to there, no? You have to walk and take any vehicle, and so I can fly you. Hanumanji ne kaha tha ki fly. Hanumanji said, no, I'm meditating. You go, I'll come later. So what happens again? He starts to bother Hanumanji. And Hanumanji just take Garud like this with his one hand and put him under his armpit like this. Hey, imagine that. Big vulture, like a jumbo jet. He took Garuji and put him under his armpit like this. And he says, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. When he was finished with his prayers, then he flew to Dwarka. When he flew to Dwarka, he said, Jai Sri Ram. अरे भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने देखा था कि ये हनुमान जी आ रहे हैं. Hanuman is coming. Hanuman is coming. Shri Krishna Bhagavan told Satyabhama, one of his queens, that Hanumanji is coming. You know, Satyabhama now wants to know who is Hanuman. She turns to Ramayana, open Ramayana, reading about Sita because she wants to become Sita. But she never will manifest into Sita. You know why? When Rukmani heard that Hanumanji is coming, right away, because Rukmani is Sita. Right away she felt so happy. She dressed and she welcomed Hanumanji. Hanumanji, when he was going in the palace now, guess who was at the door of the palace? Sudarshan was at the door of the palace, the wheel. Sudarshan ne kaha ki roko. Stop. Hanumanji says, why? You want to stop me? I want to go see Prabhu. He said, no. You can't. So I am the doorkeeper of the Lord. Hanumanji ne kaha, kya? Doorkeeper? There is only one doorkeeper in Prabhu's kingdom. Ram ke dware tum rakhware hot na agya bin paisare. There is only one doorkeeper and that is Hanuman. How you are doorkeeper? Anyway, he bothered Hanuman a little bit. Hanuman had Garud in his armpit. Hanumanji took the big fire Sudarshan and put him in his mouth. And just keep him there, like, you know, a little gum at the back there, and you just keep him there. Hanumanji met Sri Krishna Bhagavan. Hanumanji bowed and says, Prabhu, after a long time I'm meeting you, you know, to the Gyafan song. Bhagavan Sri Krishna said to Hanumanji, to Garud kaha hai or Sudarshan kaha hai? Where are my two other devotees? Oh, Bhagavan, Hanumanji said, I forgot about them. Bhagavanji took out Garud, put him, took out Sudarshan, put him like this. Bhagavan Shri Krishna saw both of them. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Sudarshan, ja, samandar mein ja, snan kar raho. Go and take bath in the river. You know, you were in Hanumanji's mouth, your whole body is juta. Go take bath and come back. Or Garud, you to go take bath and come back. So, what happens now? They started to talk. Hanumanji saw a grove. He wanted to eat pal. And so he went and they tried to, you know, hold him back, and he was mischievous. When this was all done, what happened? Hanumanji sat with all of them. Shri Krishna Bhagavan sat with all of them. And he showed them that here, all of you are so proud. Garud, you're so proud that I can sit on your back. Sudarshan, you're so proud that I carry you in my finger. All of you are so proud. But here is the simplest, most humble devotee of mine, Hanumanji. He's never been proud. He's never had pride in him. But you see how powerful he is. When all of you think you can burn and fly and do all these kind of things, he can take all of you and put in your armpit and put in your mouth and dissolve you and you wouldn't even know. But he still remains humble. He still remains humble. And that is something a devotee of God, it's a quality of the Lord that we must possess. Humility. Cast away pride. It is not good for a human being. It is only good, my friends, for animals. They have pride. We don't have pride. Or we should not have pride. And if we do, it is just going to derail us from our path to the divine. Hanumanji is Bhagwan's purest bhakta. Most noble bhakta and most humble of all of them. His humility, my friends, his humility is what makes him so great, and his love for Sri Ram. Bole Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki Jai. So what are we waiting for? Let's sing to this great Hanumanji. This Hanumanji Chalisa is dedicated to my cousin Didi Chandra, who has celebrated her birthday yesterday. I forgot to do a dedication for her, but anyways, she celebrated her birthday yesterday. I want to wish her a happy birthday, as I did on media and so on. She is such a loving, kind, and a very, very compassionate person. Every time you speak with her, she has nothing but beautiful words to say, and always very comforting. Dili Chandra, happy birthday to you. I hope you had a very blessed day, a very pleasant day. I hope your day was pleasant as your personality, and I hope you always remain joyful. This is my prayer to you on your beautiful day. Shri Guru Charan Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghubar Bimal Jasu Jodayak Phalchari बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहो मोहि हर हो कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तीनु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमत निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुरेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ भक्त और ध्वजा विराजे कान्हे मूंज जने मूसाजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति की नहीं बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिया भरत संभाई सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव नहीं कीन्हा राम मिलाए राज पर दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरे मुख माही जल दिलांगी गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे ते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत लग्या बिन पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरण तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संभारो आपे तीनों लोक हाथ में साच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा,
जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा,
संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे,
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे,
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, दिन के काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ
जो कोई लावे,
तो स्वामित जीवन फल पावे, चारों युग पर ताप तुम्हारा है, पर सिद्धि जगत उजियारा,
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे,
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के
दुख बिसरावे,
अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त
कहाई,
और देवता चित न डरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करहि, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंधि महासुख होई, जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा होई, सीधी साखी गौरी सा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा, पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप, सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय, शरणम प्रभु। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। Hope you had a blessed celebration of your birthday, dear Chandra. I'm sure it was quiet and peaceful, as you've always been. Happy birthday, and we love you so much. Hanumanji Maharaj, last week where we left off in the Sundar Kand, which by the way is a beautiful book. I'd like all of you to get this from the Puja store. We have them in stock. And I would like all of you to get it because coming in April, we will all sit together as a community from wherever you are, and we'll be singing Sundar Kand from start to end continuously. No explanation, and so we'll do explanation some other time, but we'll sing the whole Sundar Kand. You'll have an opportunity to use this body of yours, this tongue of yours, this presence of yours to sing. Now, where did we leave off last week? Page 139. Page 139 is where we left off last week. When Bibhishan went to Bhagwan Ram. Remember Bibhishan? He went to Bhagwan Ram. In page 138, he told Ram Bhagwan, you know, Bibhishan came, he's a brother of Ravan. He left the demons, he did so much bad in his life. And he says, Prabhu, मैं निश्चर अति अधम सुभावू, शुभ आचरण कीन्ह नहीं काहू, जासु रूप मुनि ध्यान नावे, तेहि प्रभु हर्षि हृदय मोहिलावे। मैं अत्यंत नीच स्वभाव का राक्षस हूँ प्रभु, मैंने कभी शुभ आचरण नहीं किया। My Lord, I have not done any good in my life. Imagine this. Vibhishan, the brother of Ravan, is telling the Lord, I have not done shubh acharan nahi kiya. I have not done any good in life. My friends, Be motivated always to do good things. Remember this. Good things, no matter if you get recognition for it or not, the best things to do that are good are the ones that are done secretly, where nobody can see how good you're doing. Give secretly, do secretly, but do good things. That which is Gupta, it's called Gupta Karmana, which is done without being seen, are the best karmas ever. The demon is saying, my Lord, the Lord whose image even sages fail to perceive in their mind's eye has been pleased to clasp me to his bosom. Prabhu, you held me, and I've done no good in my life. Page 139, the kids are following here, top. Sunahu sakha nij kahahu subhavu janu bhusund sambhu girijahu. Ja jo nar hoi charachar drohi आवे सभय चरण तकी मोही. श्री राम जी ने कहा कि हे सखा, श्री राम जी कॉल विभीषण हिज फ्रेंड, हे सखा, मैं तुम्हें अपना स्वभाव कहता हूं, जिससे काक भुसुंद शिव जी और पार्वती जी ने भी जानती है. कोई मनुष्य जड़ चेतन जगत का द्रोही हो, यहां वहां भी भयभीत होकर मेरी शरण तक कर आ जाए और मद मोह तथा नाना प्रकार को छल कपट त्याग दे तो मैं उसे बहुत शीघ्र साधु के समान कर देता हूं. He said, my friend, listen to me. If a man, even though he has been an enemy of the whole creation, of the whole animate and inanimate creation, comes terror-stricken to me, seeking my protection and discarding vanity, discarding infatuation, hypocrisy, trickeries and all those kinds, I instantly turn him into a saint. Not people. The true saint are not the one that people turn you into. You understand? The true saint is the one that you become in front of God, that God turns you into. Bhagavan lets you become a saint, my friends. Do not be bothered. This is where we left off. Do not be bothered about how many wrongs you did in life, as long as you don't continue to do them. Take the path now. Take the path now. Take the decision that, listen, I'm going to live a life. Live one life. Live the key to happiness. Listen, this is very easy to tell people, but it is this easy to tell you as it is to live. You know what is the most stress-free life ever? Sadhus and saints. When the kings, the biggest of kings and the leaders of the world have challenges, you know who they go to for advices? They go to the sadhus and the saints. They go to them for advices. You know why? Because they live one life. They live one life. They don't have to think about giving you an answer. They live one life. Tomorrow, if somebody come and invite me for a barbecue, I don't have to tell them I will think about getting back to you, or should I go or should I not go. The answer right away will be no. If I'm invited for a reception or a party, answer right away will be no. We don't have to think about it or ponder about it. I don't have to stress and lose sleep about it, because this is just my simple life. The kings, the world leaders, it happens up to today. When they have issues and they're troubled by things, they go to men and women who live a single life. I don't mean a single as in they're not married, but I mean they live one life. When you live one life, my friends, you are truly free from every distractions ever. You don't have to worry and think about anything. Bhagavan Ram says, when you leave all trickeries aside, leave all these things, all this kapat, all this fighting, all these miserable things alive, leave it. Because we are not meant for that. We are not meant to stand up and fight with people. We are not meant to harbor hatred. Let it go. Become a better person, my friends, than those who want to pull you down. The next page, 142. Bibhishan, eagerness to hear the Lord's speech, which was all nectar to his ears, knew no satiety. He clasped his lotus feet again and again, his heart bursting with boundless joy. This is what happens when you come in front of God. You will always be happy. You will always be filled with joy. This is what happens. Your heart will be pounding. Just like when you go for a darshan, your heart is pounding in front of the Lord. Bole Jai Shri Ram. Listen, my Lord, he says, Sunahu deva sachara swami pranata kala ur antaryami hur kachu pratham vasana rahi prabhu pad priti sarit so vahi. Listen, my Lord, Vibhishan is saying, ruler of the whole world, creation, animate and animate, protector of the suppliant and knower of all hearts, my mind was sick with desire earlier. It's a very important thing to understand here. Pranatapala ur antaryami. Ur kachu pratama vasana rahi prabhupada priti saru. Vibhishan is saying, my mind was sick with desire. Hinduism makes mention of mental illness. Vibhishan is saying that. Ramcharitmanas. Mental illness was not only discovered in 2020, 2019 in the West. Mental illness or mental weakness is not only discovered by other religions in the West. Mental illness is a very ancient disease. When you go to the hospital and your finger is bleeding or your teeth are bleeding or something happened and whatever physical happened to you, it is, easier to diagnose. They see that in you. They can, quickly band-aid you or whatever they do now to put you together. But when something is wrong with your mind, when you're ill mentally, very few people understand your challenges. Very few people understand your challenges. Because those who don't have mental illness, those who don't have mental illness will think that the other people, because they don't have a physical disability, will think of them as, something different. Long ago when we were in Guyana, mental illness was present there. There was a term people will call you all kind of stuff. They'll tell you run off. You know the term? You run off. Back home, person he run off, or he run off. That means you're losing it, or you gone mad. We had a mad house. We call it a mad house. Back in Kanji, right? When you take people there, they give you a loaf of bread. Mad house. They call it mad house. These things were not dealt with. There are dharamshala and things like that people went to. Mental illness it existed long time ago. Treta Yuga, it existed. Still exists up to today. People are still losing it mentally. Do not neglect people when they are mentally ill. You don't understand what is going on in their life. You don't understand their challenges. You don't understand their shortcomings. So don't neglect them when they come in your life. No? So what happens? Vibhishan tells the Lord, Prabhu, listen, my Lord, my mind was sick with desire earlier, but it has been washed away. Aditya, you see the thing there? Page 142. Mental. It was sick with desire earlier, but it has been washed away by the stream of devotion to the Lord's feet. What is the cure? Some people will ask a Panditji, what is the cure for mental illness? What mantra can I use for mental illness? Vibhishan is saying, Prabhupada Priti Sarita So Vahi. Prabhupada Priti. Unending, infinite love for the Lord's feet. Infinite love for the Lord's feet. Vibhishan is saying, it has been washed away by the stream of devotion to the Lord's feet. My Lord, my devotion to you has washed away any mental desires that I had. Let us not forget, my friends, to love God. God must not be loved in your puja room in the morning and forgotten after breakfast. Love the Lord's feet every moment of your life. Mentally and physically, you will be taken care of. And even if you fail, you will never fall. You will never fall. Now, my gracious Lord, page 143. अब कृपालु निज भगति पावनी, देहु सदा शिव मन भावनी, एवमस्तु कहि प्रभु रणधीरा, मांगा तरत सिंधु कर नीरा. हे अब तो हे कृपालु. Now, my gracious Lord, grant me such pure devotion. Ramji Bhagwan says to Vibhishan, what do you want? I'll give to you. What do you want? In front of the Lord. This is the first time Ramji is meeting the sinner Vibhishan. Vibhishan says he's a sinner. This is the first time Ramji is meeting him. And Ramji asks him, what do you want? He says, my gracious Lord, grant me such pure devotion to your lotus feet. So be it, Ramji Bhagwan says, no questions asked. I grant you pure devotion to my lotus feet. So be it, replied the Lord, unruffled in flight, and immediately asked for the water of the sea. He asked for the water. He's going to bless Vibhishan now. Even though, my friend, you have no craving, seeing my in this world never fails to bring its reward. So saying, Sri Ram applied on his forehead the sacred mark of sovereignty. No? Tilak, he offered a tilak. Jadapi sakha tab ichha nahi, mor daras amog jati mohi. Abakahi Ram tilak mohi sara, sumana vrishti nava bhaya para. We all know that we put tilak on the Lord. We put chandan on the Lord, kumkum on the Lord, but here the Lord takes the tilak and places on Vibhishan. This is how much God loves us. This is how much Bhagwan Ram loves us. Question, let me ask you this evening. How much do you love God? How much do you love God? That's one question. Second question is, when do you love God? Because I asked that question for a reason. Dukh mein sumiran sab kahe, sukh mein kare na koi. Jo sukh mein sumiran kahe, to dukh ka hai to hoye. Dukh mein sumiran sab kahe. In sorrows, we love God the most. We sing God prayers the most. But please understand, love God unendingly, unconditionally, and maybe one day the Lord will put an end to your miseries and put a tilak on your head so that you can become His true servant. This is the message we leave you with tonight, my friends, that you should always prosper. You should always prosper and never let go of the feet of God. It refreshes you. It gives you a new dimension of life. And it really, elevates you in life. Here the Lord puts a tilak on the brother of his enemy. We don't have brother enemies, hopefully, or sister enemies. We are not enemies. We are lovers of the Lord. Imagine what place He has for us. Prem se bolo Siyabhar Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Arjun, now one of the, we are working on these children, these youths of our temple. Tuesday evening, Arjun and Anaya are the ones who are grooming now to help us with the Tuesday evening service, to sing, the chant. And Arjun is going to sing Nirdhan ke dhanaram hamare, Nirdhan ke dhanaram. So please enjoy this beautiful bhajan and always encourage our young people, our young children to grow and to elevate.
Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Nirdhan ke dhan Ram hamare, Nirdhan ke dhan Ram hamare, Nirdhan ke dhan Ram सवाई दौलत, दिन दिन होत सवाई दौलत, कम न हो ये ना निर्धन के धन राम हमारे, निर्धन के धन राम हमारे, निर्धन के धन राम हमारे, निर्धन के धन राम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। कहत कबीर इस धन के आगे, कहत कबीर इस धन के आगे, पान सु को क्या का, निर्धन के धन राम हमारे, निर्धन के धन राम हमारे, निर्धन के धन राम हमारे, निर्धन के धन राम। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम।
That was very nicely done by Arjun. And now this that bhajan is going to be followed by Anaya. She will sing a beautiful bhajan to Bhagwan Shri Hanumanji, another very vibrant youth in our temple who we're very happy to have with us, Anaya. And please continue as well to support these wonderful children in their spiritual, religious journey, and to always try to encourage them. Anaya.
जय हनुमान महाबली, जय हनुमान महाबली, जपे नाम महाबलतली, जपे नाम महाबलतली, जय हनुमान महाबली, जय हनुमान महाबली।
बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. That's Anaya. Beautiful bhajan indeed to Hanumanji Maharaj. And of course, working with us at the temple as children, young children here this evening, trying to, of course, embrace their dharma, their culture. We're always very proud of our young people and of our grown-ups as well, because all of you matter in this religious journey of ours. Our final Hanumanji Chalisa before Arty. This comes from Auntie Lalita and Uncle Bhims. And usually I don't see these things until the day of or the afternoon of when I sit down here. I go through the sponsors because everything is so streamlined now. And today I see Auntie Lalita and Uncle Bhims, they're dedicating this Hanumanji Chalisa to Bhuvan, Vrinda, Bhumika, and Akash for your selfless service and dedication to your dharma and all for you do for BSM devotees. Jai Shri Ram and love always from Auntie Lalita and Uncle Bhims. Auntie Lalita and Uncle Bhims are no stranger to us. They are great supporters of our temple and devotees of our temple. And I know Auntie Lalita is in warm places now, and she's logged on to the program. I hope you're well. And we miss you already here in the temple. And we cannot say how much we enjoy the love you shower upon all of us, especially of our children. Always so very encouraging, to something gentle and something kind to say. So today they are extending their best wishes to our children. We don't usually recognize our children. They do what they have to do because that's what they do. But they have done quite a bit for the last couple of years. They were the backbone of the whole process. And anyways, I don't talk about them, but I pray that they will continue to serve and they will continue to be in the light of Dharma. So thank you, Auntie Lalita, Uncle Bhims, for your love and your kind thoughts. And now we will sing Hanumanji Chalisa. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनो रघुबर बिमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहो मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हो कहियो जी हनुमान हो कहियो जी हनुमान कहियो जी हनुमान हो कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिन्ह लोक उजागर राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे कान्हे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे,
रामचंद्र के काज सवारे,
लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर सूर लाए, रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिया भरत संभाई, हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान,
हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान।
सहस बदन तुम्हरो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद
सहित अहिसा,
यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते,
गोविंद कहि सके कहते,
तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राज पर दीन्हा, हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान, हमारे
राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान।
तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु,
लीलोताहि मधुर मधु जानू,
प्रभु मुद्रिका में मुख माही, जन दिलांग गए अचरज नाही, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते, हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान, हमारे राम जी से राम राम
कहियो जी हनुमान।
राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे, सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरणा,
तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना,
आपन तेज समारो आप,
तीनों लोक हाथ पे कापे,
भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे,
हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान, हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान।
नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो
लागे,
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम
साजा,
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, तासु अमित जीवन फल पावे, हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान, हमारे राम जी से राम राम
कहियो जी हनुमान।
चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है,
प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा,
हमारे राम जी से राम राम
कहियो जी हनुमान, हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान।
तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाहि,
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई,
और देवता चित्त न धरहि, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करे, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा, हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान, हमारे
राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान।
ओ बोलो जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो शत पार बात कर कोई, छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई, जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा, होई सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेवा, की जय नाथ हृदय महादेवा,
की जय नाथ हृदय महादेवा।
हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान, हमारे राम जी से राम राम राम
कहियो जी हनुमान।
हमारे राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान। हमारे
राम जी से राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान।
पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। So this brings us to the end of our program tonight. Before we go to Arty, just a few quick announcements and reminders. Friday evening we have our live program, but please come to the temple as well. We have Durga Puja. Pandit Suraj is officiating and he's doing a really wonderful job keeping the audience and bringing you teachings from our temple, our scriptures. Saturday morning, coming Saturday morning, 12th, 7 a.m. sharp, we have our monthly Navgraha Puja. We have 9 families so far who are participating in the program. We'll start puja at 7 o'clock and we'll go for a couple of hours. We'll do detailed Hanuman Navgraha Puja, bathing all of them, Gayatri Japam, Navgraha Gayatri Japam, full Shivji Puja, Abhishekam for everybody who comes, Hanumanji Puja as well, Hanuman Chalisa, Arty afterwards. And we'll be giving people at that morning the Navgraha Mool Mantra Japam, Pram Prim Brahmza Hasam Sanishcharai Namaha, and so on, for them to chant in writing so that they get it to practice at home. Please come on out if you want to be a Shrota. We have 9 families already, but we'll take more. You don't have to be 9. It can be 90, but we can't take 90 here. But if you want to be, just let us know. And those who are participating, please contact Priya for your puja items. You will need juice and all these kind of things, and bay leaves and madar and lotus and all that. You can contact the puja store for your supplies. We appreciate all the support you give to us. Please remember, Shivratri is coming up February 28th. We're inviting you to come and join us in the celebration of Mahashivratri. 24-hour starting, my friends, 24-hour celebration as we do every year. During the day, the temple will be open, so come, take your darshan, throw your abhishekam. In the evening, we start the first pahar at 6 p.m. and we go till next morning. Whole night, of course, it will go by so quick. Come on out and spend Mahashivratri with us. And we're encouraging you as well to, come prepared, bring your Rudraksh Mala, your shawl, and the whole works. This year as well, we will have, all of you have the opportunity to donate or sponsor each prahar. Last year we had 4 prahars, of course, and people sponsored each prahar for $108 to Bhagwan Shiva. These to donate and to make contributions like this on religious days, it's a very powerful thing. And in the name of your beautiful temple, to keep us and to help the Lord, this temple open. So the forms will be up in a couple of days where you can go in and contribute to, I will, as I always do, I call all the names and ask Bhagwan Shivji's blessings. We print the names because we are very transparent, so that you can see as well. Sponsor the prahars. If you're here, if you're not here, doesn't matter. Let us make it a beautiful celebration and enjoy Mahashivratri. I'm so much looking forward for it. I'm charged up already. I've got, this morning when I did the count, today is day number 34, 54-day sadhana. So we got a few days more to go, and it's going to go by so fast. So let's have fun, come on out. And before that, we have 5 nights of Shivratri. 5 nights of Shivratri Katha, Shiv Puran Katha, starting from the 23rd of February. So every night we usually have people sponsoring, family sponsoring. Please do so. We'll let you know when the form is up. But you can come and just be part of Shiv Puran Katha. We discuss the glories of Shivji Bhagavan. We'll now stand for Arty, and you'll join us. Om Yani Kani Chapapani Janmantar Krutani Kani Sarva.
आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की आरती कीजे हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की जाके निकट न जाके अंजलि पुत्र महावरदाई संतन के प्रभु सदा सहाई आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की देवी रघुनाथ पताये लंका जारी सिया सुधराई लंकस कोटि समुद्र सिखाई जात पवन सुत वारन लाई आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की आरती की जय हनुमान लला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की दुष्ट दलन रघुनाथ कला की
ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभावा करोमि अद्य सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि मङ्गलं भगवान् विष्णु मङ्गलं गरुडध्वज मङ्गलं पुण्डरीकाक्षो मङ्गलायेतनो हरिं गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सियावर रामचंद्र की, राधा कृष्ण भगवान की, जगदम्बिका माता की। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। सत्य सनातन धर्म की सबको ये जय जय सीताराम, जय सिया राम। एवरीवन हैव अ ब्लेस्ड इवनिंग, शुभ रात्रि, गुड नाइट।